Welcome everyone to a Transformers Something Old, Something New review. Today we're going to take a look at Generation 1 Grimlock and do a comparison with Transformers Animated Voyager-class Grimlock. And I think they're going to make a good comparison because not only do they look similar in their T-Rex modes, but also in the robot mode. And surprisingly, and very much appreciated, is the fact that they also share some similar transformation processes. And so we'll take a look at Generation 1 Grimlock first. So, of course, being G1, it has nice chrome. You can see the chrome in the tip of the tail. You have some gold chrome here and the claws. And also under there on the underbody, you got some gold chrome as well. And also in the neck area, and as you can see, it's the gold actually is beneath a kind of a smoky but yet translucent plastic. And it has really nice details in the gold chrome as well. So you can see very nice, as well as you got chrome on the foreclaws here. As far as articulation goes, you got articulation in the jaw here. The head can go a little bit like that, as you can see. These foreclaws do rotate. You've got rotation here as well, and ever so slightly you've got rotation at the, I guess you call it the ankle. Now to begin the transformation, go ahead and split the tail section. Which is similar to what you do with the animated toy. And you want to take the piece here, rotate it down, which become the leg and feet. Next thing you want to do is you can see this, there's a hinge here. You want to take this head and neck and pull it back like that. Take these pieces here, split them apart. And then on the midsection here, this actually gets rotated up or hinged up higher up to become the chest. You want to take this, untap it a little bit like that, and you want to just see how it goes like that to there, and it should be looking like that. Now going back to the hip area, you want to take the legs, rotate them out like that, and bring them down like this. That way you have a hip section and then the leg, and the legs can therefore split apart a little farther like that. Now, for a dramatic fist reveal, you're going to pull back this piece here, revealing the fist. Same thing over here. And I think these pieces, this gold chrome piece here, I think gets rotated up like that. At least that's the way I'm going to do it. And there you got Grimlock in his robot mode, looking even as good, if not better. Now he does come with some weapons. He does have this energy sword here, and it just inserts into his fist. Now I do have the rifle, the double-barreled rifle. Unfortunately, it's broken, but you can get the idea of how it looks like. And there's a peg here that goes into his hand. And I don't have the actual original missile launcher. This is actually one from Generation 1 Sludge, I believe. But you get the idea. There's some chrome missiles that insert in here, and then you can fire those away. And as you can see, there's a peg there where you can peg it into his fist. So now moving on to Transformers Animated Grimlock. As you can see, it's got a nice color scheme with the gray, the red, and the gold. He's got a gimmick, and you press this button here, and his jaws do move like that. He does have very nice light piping. You can make that out. Now, as far as articulation goes, really the only thing you can articulate is the legs here. It's on a ball joint. And for the transformation process, much like Generation 1, I'm going to split the tail and split this section here. And next thing I'm going to do is just grab right here and pull. As you can see, it's going to pull down. And these become the leg and feet of the robot mode. Take this piece here, just fold it up in place, and it gets stored like that during the robot mode. Take this piece down here. There is a peg and a slot, and you want to insert those together, and holds those pieces nicely together during the robot mode. We'll do the same thing over here. That. Now, up top here, what we want to do is take this piece back, rotate it a little bit back like this. Now, a bit of a note about these two pieces here. They're on such of a joint that it'll come off easily if you put enough stress on it, so that's kind of an annoyance, but at least I guess you won't break it, so I guess it must be designed that way. So I'm going to carefully fold these apart so we don't have any pieces flying off, and you can see that releases the head. Now before we get finish off the top section, we want to take this section right here and it just slides up like that, which is a very nice, very similar process to what you do with the Generation 1 toy. Now on back here you want to take these foreclaws and fold them in, and you get stored there during robot mode. There is a tab there and a slot here. You want to take that and snap it in place. And also there is another tab and a hole there which will hold in the head. It snaps together like that. And as you can see, it all kind of comes together nicely so that the back is pretty well taken care of and tidy. Now as for the arms, there's not much to do with the arms, just to get them in a pose how you like. I'm going to rotate the wrist around like that, so you've got the 3 claws out like that, and I guess you call it the thumb like that. Let's do the same thing over here. Now as far as his accessory goes, he only gets one accessory, but the one he gets is really awesome. I really have to say, wow, look at this. So you've got his mighty sword, and you can see how up the tip it's really a translucent orange, but as you go down this gets more of a black, transitions into a black, kind of a non-translucent color. Even though you can see in the middle here some more translucent orange. So really nice, the fact that the T-Rex is a prehistoric animal, and back at those times they had volcanoes and lava, and you can see a very nice design element with the sword. The sword does peg in. There is a slot here, so it holds it really nicely. As you can see, you can even get the claws together so it's more realistic. But it does hold in very nicely because of that slot. You can also put it in over here. But to activate the sword gimmick, you have to have it in the right hand. Moving the sword to the left or the right brings out the blades, as you can see here. So that's even cooler. Now, as far as articulation goes, swivel at the head. Of course, the legs become the arms or the shoulders. So you got ball joints there, pins at the elbow, swivels at the wrist. You got these 3 claws on a joint, as well as the thumb being individually articulated. You've got a waist articulation. On mine it's really loose. You've got hip articulation / leg. It's not really a ball joint, but you can go out like that. And not so much, really, it's only like that actually, which is not a problem. You've got kind of a swivel and a bend at the knee area. And that's really it for articulation. So pretty decent articulation. But I'm really loving this this figure, both for its T-Rex mode as well as for its robot mode. Really nice, really cool. And on its own, just for that, it would be worth buying. But the fact that it does very nicely represent Generation 1 Grimlock is definitely a bonus in my book, and really puts it over the top in terms of the desirability to get this toy. I mean, it's really awesome, as you can see. I guess we should give you a closer look at the head there. And another design element I like is the fact that they have this clear plastic, and underneath there you can see some etchings, almost like circuitry, so that's really cool as well. Well, thank you so much for watching. This is Like It's 1985 with a something old, something new, focusing on Generation 1 Grimlock as well as Transformers Animated Grimlock. Thank you so much for watching.